Sasha comes clean to Carly about the identity of the baby's father. General Hospital News. Sasha Gilmore had always been a master of keeping secrets. It was a skill she had honed over the years, a survival mechanism that had served her well in Port Charles. But today, standing in Carly Spencer's living room, she felt the weight of one secret she could no longer keep. The truth about the father of her baby was a burden she could no longer carry alone. Carly stood across from Sasha, her arms crossed, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. "You said you needed to talk," Carly prompted gently, her voice tinged with the maternal warmth she often displayed, even when she was on guard. Sasha nodded, her hands nervously twisting the strap of her purse. She took a deep breath, trying to steady herself. "Carly, I need to tell you something, and it's not easy for me to say." Carly's brows furrowed, and she uncrossed her arms, stepping closer. "Sasha, whatever it is, you can tell me. I'm here for you." The sincerity in Carly's voice nearly undid Sasha. She had rehearsed this conversation countless times in her head, but now that the moment was here, words seemed inadequate. She took another deep breath and finally spoke. "It's about the baby," Sasha began, her voice trembling. "I haven't been completely honest about who the father is." Carly's expression shifted, her eyes narrowing slightly as she processed Sasha's words. "Okay," she said cautiously. "Then tell me the truth. Who is the father?" Sasha hesitated, her heart pounding. She had kept the secret for so long, fearing the repercussions, the judgment, the fallout. But Carly deserved the truth, and so did everyone else involved. "It's Michael," Sasha admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Carly's eyes widened in shock. "Michael," she repeated, as if she needed to hear it again to believe it. "Are you saying Michael is the father of your baby?" Sasha nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. "Yes, Carly. Michael is the father." For a moment, there was silence. Carly stared at Sasha, her mind racing. This revelation was unexpected, to say the least. Michael had moved on with Willow, and Sasha's involvement in their lives had been complicated, to put it mildly. "Why didn't you tell him?" Carly asked, her tone a mixture of disbelief and frustration. "Why keep this a secret?" Sasha wiped at her tears, her voice breaking as she explained. "Because I didn't want to disrupt his life. Michael is happy with Willow, and they're building a family together. I didn't want to ruin that. And I didn't think I could handle the fallout." Carly's expression softened slightly as she saw the genuine pain in Sasha's eyes. "Sasha, you know Michael would have wanted to know. He's not the kind of man who would turn his back on his child." "I know," Sasha said, her voice cracking. "But I was scared. Scared of how he would react, how Willow would react, how you would react. I didn't want to cause any more pain." Carly sighed, running a hand through her hair. "Sasha, keeping this a secret doesn't make the pain go away. If anything, it makes it worse. Michael deserves to know the truth, and so does Willow." Sasha nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I know, Carly. That's why I'm telling you now. I need your help. I don't know how to tell him." Carly stepped closer, placing a comforting hand on Sasha's shoulder. "We'll figure it out together. But you have to be honest with him, Sasha. It's the only way." Sasha nodded again, her heart heavy but relieved to have finally shared her secret. She knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but with Carly's support, she felt a glimmer of hope. It was time to face the truth and let the chips fall where they may. Later that day, Sasha found herself standing outside the Quartermain mansion, her heart pounding in her chest. Carly had insisted on accompanying her, offering moral support for what was sure to be a difficult conversation. Together, they stepped inside, greeted by the familiar grandeur of the Quartermain home. Michael was in the living room, playing with Wiley, his laughter filling the space. When he saw Sasha and Carly enter, his smile faltered slightly, replaced by a look of curiosity. "Hey, Sasha, Carly," Michael said, setting Wiley's toy aside. "What brings you two here?" Carly gave Sasha an encouraging nod, and Sasha stepped forward, her hands trembling. "Michael, I need to talk to you. It's important." Michael's brow furrowed, and he stood up, his concern evident. "Okay. What's going on? Sasha glanced at Carly, who gave her a reassuring smile. Taking a deep breath, Sasha turned back to Michael. It's about the baby, she began, her voice shaking. Michael, you're the father. Michael's eyes widened in shock, and he took a step back, as if the weight of Sasha's words had physically hit him. What? He said, his voice barely above a whisper. Sasha, are you serious? Sasha nodded, tears streaming down her face. Yes, Michael. I'm so sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I was scared. Scared of how it would affect your life, your relationship with Willow, everything. Michael ran a hand through his hair, his mind racing. Sasha, this is a lot to process. Why didn't you come to me sooner? Why keep this from me? Because I didn't want to hurt you, Sasha said, her voice breaking. I didn't want to disrupt your life. But I realize now that keeping this a secret was wrong. You deserve to know the truth. Michael took a deep breath, his emotions swirling. He looked at Sasha, then at Carly, who stood silently, offering her support. Finally he spoke. Sasha, I need time to process this, Michael said, his voice steady, but filled with emotion. But thank you for telling me. I'm glad I know the truth now. Sasha nodded, relief washing over her. She knew this was only the beginning of a complicated journey, but for the first time in months, she felt a sense of hope. With the truth out in the open, she could finally begin to move forward, and so could everyone else.